because I had to pop out real quick with the new hairstyle. You know what I'm saying? We got the brown afro, beautiful brown skin, brown jacket. We just looking like a beautiful Hershey kiss at this point, like girl. But let's just get into the video before I keep talking about myself, because y'all know I be feeling myself. When you look this good, it's hard not to, feel me? But let's just get into the video, okay? Welcome to the Shakira Mariam Show. I'm your host, Shakira Mariam, and I hope y'all peep the rebrand, because, child, we used to go by the Barbie Life 2.0 podcast, but long story short, I was not trying to get sued by the actual Barbie brand, so I was like, you know what? Y'all not gonna catch me for copyright infringement. I'm just about to brand myself at this point. So, and you know what? It's about that time. So, we are now the Shakira Mariam Show. Okay. But let's get back to the video. So today, I wanted to have a discussion about modern men in this society and how they are super jealous of women. And the reason I wanted to talk about this was because I recently saw a video of the rapper Toosii just being real sassy and just very insecure. And I was like, Toosii, like, ugh. But let's watch the video so we can get into what he was saying, okay?
When did being somebody's girlfriend make you famous? When was that ever a celebrity? You could deadass go on famous birthdays now and you will find being celebrities and you don't even know what the they just somebody's girlfriend or baby mom. It's crazy. They don't got a product they selling. They don't do nothing. They don't got nothing going on. They just famous because the world done blew them up. Crazy. Like, you actually had to put in work to be a celebrity back in the days. The internet is blowing people up. I be seeing 7 million followers. I don't know what she do.
Oh, shut the up. You thought you ate that?
So after I saw that video, I was like, oh, wow. Oh, okay, so this is how we feel. Okay. And then I looked in the comments and it was so much men agreeing with him. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? And it just brought me to this conversation of how men in this society are secretly jealous of women. Like, why does it bother you that women are famous for just existing? Why does it bother you as a man to see a woman earn money for just existing? These types of men are super insecure. They're mad because they secretly want to be women. They secretly want to have the privileges that women have. They secretly want to have the pretty privilege that women have. They want to be able to go into the club and not have to pay for a thing and just live off of other men's money. They want to be able to post a picture on Instagram and just get millions of followers and millions of brand deals off of being pretty. These men do not want to go out and work anymore. These men do not want to be men anymore. It's even hard to find men who do blue collar jobs these days. Honestly, like, how many men do you know who do construction or car maintenance or like actually pick up a hammer and start building some stuff? Like, we live in a society of very feminine men, and they get very insecure around women who are earning so much money for just existing, because they high key want to experience the same thing. And they know as a man, they can never have that. So then they get up on here and start making videos like this where they're just hating on women for getting money. Because that's literally what he's doing. You're literally sitting here hating on women because they're getting money for existing. And I see why he's mad, because, child, the man has been dropping music. He just dropped an album and I think he only sold like 19K units. So, you know, it's clear that he's insecure with himself and his career because his music is flopping. I remember he even made a video another day where he was talking about how he don't know if he want to go on tour because everybody's going on tour and tickets aren't selling. And I'm like, babe, your tickets aren't selling. Nicki Minaj is on tour and she's selling. Rod Wave is on tour and he's selling. So it don't matter if other artists are on tour. You could still drop a tour, but you are scared to because you know you're not going to sell because people are not checking for your music like that. And you're super insecure about your own career to the point where now you're getting so frustrated to see women online getting money for just existing because you wish that was you. And don't hate me for saying this, but when it comes to the black community, we live in a very gender competitive community. And what I mean by that is black men are always in competition with black women. Whether it's them competing for a struggle or them trying to play oppression Olympics to see who has it the hardest. Okay? You ever date a black man and you complain to him about the oppression that you face, for example, like you come home and you're like, yeah, you know, I just had a hard day at work. It's really hard being a black woman in the office. You know, it's like you can never be shy. Everybody puts so much pressure on you. And instead of that black man actually hearing you out and seeing you, they just turn around and try to compete as if they struggle harder than you. Like, oh, well, you know, I'm a black man, so we get shot in the streets. You complaining about people not liking your attitude. We get shot in the streets. We have it harder. Like, I feel like black men always try to prove that they have it harder than black women. I don't know. That's just me. Like, I just feel like they, like, anytime we start talking about oppression and struggle, it's like they have to make it known that they have it harder. But at the same time, they also like to see us struggle just as much as them. And when we start to struggle less than them, they start to feel some type of way and start to make us feel guilty for it. That's why every time the 50-50 conversation comes up and black women are like, oh, you know, I don't want to go 50-50 or I don't want to do that. I want to have a traditional lifestyle and a traditional husband. Black men get mad because that means that black women are struggling less than black men in this situation. You know what I mean? And they don't like to see that. And I think this all stems from the fact that for so long, black women really have had to work really hard just to make a decent living for ourselves. And now we live in the day and age where we don't really have to go as hard to do that or to even have a luxury lifestyle. And people are not used to seeing that. Because even before the time where feminism came out, black women were still going hard in the paint. Okay? If we dated back to our history, feminism, that didn't really affect black women because we were already working super hard just to make a decent living for ourselves, okay? We didn't live the lifestyle that white women were living where they got to stay at home and the man was making all the money. Like, no, we never, black women were never asking to have the opportunity to work so that we can build a life for ourselves. No, that was a white woman thing because they were just sitting at home collecting the money and doing absolutely nothing, and they felt bored. So they were like, you know what? We want to go out and do the same thing that men do. But when it comes to black women, we were already doing the same thing that black men were doing. Okay, we were already struggling just as hard, if not harder, okay, because we are women. Because it's true, black women, we face an intersectionality that black men don't face, okay? We're black, but we're also women. Okay, so that's two forms of oppression that we face compared to black men, where they only face being black. Okay, but now in this society, even though we do still struggle more, there are more money opportunities for black women in general, just for us to exist. There's OnlyFans, there's Instagram, there's YouTube. There's so many avenues for women and black women to just earn money and create a really nice lifestyle for themselves without having to even put in that much work or to do too much. Versus men, it's not like that for them. So black men, most of them get really frustrated when they see a black woman living a nice lifestyle or a soft life that they cannot obtain for themselves. And that is why Toosii is sitting up here complaining about, oh, why do these women have like 7 million followers and I don't even know what they do? So what? Why does that matter to you? Why does it make you so mad that women are getting money for existing? Why does that make you so frustrated as a man? Like, that don't sound like bitch behavior to you? That, like, you're so frustrated that a woman is making money? And that's also the problem. Black women have been masculinized for so many years that people feel like we have to go through struggle in order to have nice things. And if we didn't go through the struggle to get the nice things, then we're not worthy of the luxury lifestyle that we have, or we're not worthy of nice things. So people are not used to seeing black women just exit the struggle lifestyle. And it's hard for them to watch that, especially black men, because like I said, black men do like to compete for a struggle. They like to play oppression Olympics, and they also simultaneously want us to struggle the same way they do. They feel like it's unfair that black women get to struggle less because we live in a gender competitive community where a lot of black men really do see us as competition. No shade. So they don't like the fact that, you know, in this competition that they got in their head, black women are technically winning because we're able to make more money off of doing less stuff versus them having to actually go out and work. And you know, the men these days are super feminine. Like, they're asking women to go 50-50. They don't want to go out and work. They're living off of their girlfriend's money, using their girlfriend's cars. Like, none of them are actually building stuff for themselves. They're sitting up here on podcasts asking women, what do you bring to the table? All of that is just a result of an insecure man who is mad that women are actually experiencing a soft lifestyle that he wants for himself. Listening to Toosii's rant, he's sitting up here complaining like, oh, when did it ever become normal for you to be famous just because you're somebody's baby mother? Because first of all, I feel like he's speaking to black women specifically, because I'm sorry, but Kim K has been existing for more than a decade now, and that woman is literally, her whole family, actually, the whole Kardashian family is pretty much famous for just exploiting their bodies and being associated with somebody else who's famous, or being married to somebody who's famous. So it's like, how come the white girls could do it, but the black women can't do it? You know, that's why I never had an issue with like the Ari Fletchers and the Jada Waitas of the world, because it's like the white community has their form of Jada and Ari Fletcher. So how come black women can't just be famous for existing too? How come black women can't build a lifestyle off of getting famous from being somebody else's baby mom? Like Ari Fletcher, for example. Yes, that's G Herbo's baby mom, but child, we don't even look at her like that no more. Honestly, like, we got to put some respect on Ari's name, because at this point she's more famous than G Herbo, and she has built a solid brand for herself where she's just her own celebrity now. So yes, she had the roots of being a baby mom to somebody who was famous, but that's not all she's famous for now. Honestly, half the time I be forgetting that she was G Herbo's baby mom. I really do. Like, she is her own celebrity now. And the fact that she was smart enough to rebrand herself and really make her a name for herself, and now she has a business where she sells cosmetics, and the fact that she was able to do that for herself and turn her life around and turn being a baby mom into being an influencer and a social media mogul, that's amazing, honestly. And as a man, you should be clapping for that. But because Toosii is insecure and jealous and wants to be a woman so bad, he's going to hate on women like Ari Fletcher. But it's like, Ari's no different from Kim K. But when it's a black woman, it's a problem. That's just what I'm saying. Because like I said, people don't feel like black women can have nice things without struggling first. They feel like we have to struggle first in order to have nice things. We can never just be born into money. We can never just be pampered by a rich man. It's always, oh, you're a gold digger. Oh, you're lazy. Like, we can never just be. It's always like we have to struggle first in order to experience nice things, honestly. And if we don't struggle first, people think that we're not worthy of it. Literally. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all. I even see this in my real life. Like, I remember this weekend, well, the past like week or so, I have been going out to the club and just partying and just having me a good time. I'm not even gonna lie. But I remember one of the nights that I went out, I was at the door getting into a club, right? And long story short, there was a door coverage fee, but I didn't have to pay it because, girl, I'm me. Why would I have to pay it? And there was literally a man behind me hating, like bro, you just let her in. Like, how come I gotta pay 50? Like, bro, why are you so mad that a pretty woman like myself just gets to walk into the club for free? Like, you're a man. This is like that's the problem. Like, these men, like, they want to be women. They want to have the perks of what a pretty woman gets. Like, they want to just have things handed to them. They want to walk into the club and have the security guard be like, you know what, you good for free. They want to sit here and jack other people's bottles in a section, be able to get in a section without having to pay anything. Like, no, that is for a woman. That is a woman's lane, baby girl. And you can't sit up here and be mad at it, because that's how our society works. Like, literally, the men go out and make the money. The women go out and look pretty and experience the nice lifestyle, without having to do much. Like, that's really what it is. But these men, they want to be women. Like, they want to be women. And that's the issue. So, I just wanted to talk about it because it was just crazy when I saw Toosii. Like, he really just got up randomly, like, on the internet, just hating on women. And he doesn't even see how he looks so ridiculous making this video. He literally looks like a hater so bad. And this is why I say be careful of the men that you date. Because you could be dating a man that is secretly jealous of the fact that you're a pretty woman who has pretty privilege, okay? Especially in this day and age, the way men are right now and how they want to be the new women. You could be dating a guy who just gets so frustrated at the fact that you're a pretty woman who has pretty privilege, and you can get perks of things that he cannot get. I remember one time I was, oh my God, I remember my very first real relationship. Like, he was straight up hating on the fact that I was getting free clothes from brands because I was like a pretty girl on social media. Like, he was straight up hating on me for it. And I'm like, ugh. And throughout the whole relationship, that man never failed to put me down. Always trying to tell me that I'm not worthy enough, or I don't have much value, or I'm not that pretty, or, there's other women that he finds more attractive than me sometimes, and he tries hard not to cheat. Like, he would say all this stuff to me, I swear to God. And obviously, none of that was true. I'm the baddest that he's ever messed with. But, he had to put me down so that he could bring me to his level, because he was genuinely jealous of me, and he knew that my pretty privilege was just getting me a lot of stuff that he could never get as a man. But yeah, either way, a woman being successful and having a lot of money, no matter how she got it, should not bother you as a man. Honestly, it really should not shake anything in your body at all. And the fact that it bothers men so much to see women just have nice lifestyles without any struggle attached to it just shows that there's so much healing that we need to do in our community, because black men are so brainwashed to thinking that black women have to struggle just as hard as them. And that's why we clash so much in these dating conversations, because it's always, oh, well, if I'm going out and working and paying the bills, then my woman should do the same thing. It's always that a black man feels like a black woman has to struggle just as hard. And that's why our communities always clash in this dating conversation, and then people end up dating out. And the only way we could come together as a community and really have wholesome black families is if we start doing things the right way, okay? Meaning, black men, y'all gotta step out of this bitch mentality, thinking that black women have to struggle just as hard as you. Because if you look at all the other thriving communities, none of them are having this 50-50 conversation, and none of them are expecting their woman to struggle just as hard as them. That's how the strongest family unit is built, okay? When a woman is not struggling and she gets to live in her femininity, and a man is going out and being a man, working, building up that testosterone, building houses, building stuff in general, knocking a hammer down on a wall, something, paying the bills, you know what I mean? Being in his masculine energy. And that's how you get the best wholesome families. And the reason why we have so many broken families in the black community, and why we have so many people dating out in the black community, is because we don't listen to each other. Black women are trying to communicate, hey, like, we want the soft life. We don't want to struggle. We don't have to struggle. And all black men are hearing, these women are lazy. They don't want to do anything. They just want to live off of my money. And they like it's like, no, like, black men, y'all got to understand, we don't have to struggle the same way a black man does. Like, we're still women. The same way white women get to sit at home and not have to pay any bills and they just get to relax while their husband goes out and works and does everything. Black women deserve that same luxury. Let's be real. That 50-50 shit, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. It may work for some of y'all, but I don't think that it's the best method to raising a family. I don't think it's the best method for a couple either.
Clock it.
We got a lot of healing to do in our community, honestly. Like, we really got to get out of this mindset that black women have to struggle in order to receive nice things. We got to get out of that mindset. It's okay for black women to just exist and have money. It's okay for black women to just exist and receive nice things. We got to get more used to that, okay? We deserve it at this point, all right? And I'm not saying that, like, you know, women should just be out here not working or not building something for themselves. No, but I'm just saying that we shouldn't get so frustrated when we see a black woman actually just enjoying the luxury of being a woman. We shouldn't get mad at that. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shakira Miriam, and this is the Shakira Miriam Show. And I talk about colorism, texturism, and featureism, and any issues in the black community. So if you like me and you like this episode and you want to see more, just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And we're almost at 10K subscribers. So, you know, let's get to subscribing, you know what I'm saying? But I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys very soon. Besos.